today. Demi, Wenyu, Tabinda, here to assist you with any questions throughout the auction process. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors. Oh, Kaylin as well, forgot about Kaylin. Thank you for coming. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the vendors for entrusting us with the sale of the beautiful family home behind us. To the neighbours in the crowd, thank you for coming and for making Albion Road one of the best places to live in. To the bidders in the crowd, thank you for coming, and I wish you all the best in the bidding procedure. And to the one lucky buyer, we congratulate you in advance on your astute purchase. This auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the commencement of the auction. As the auctioneer, I'll be indicating bidders upon request and the rights to place bids on behalf of the sellers, otherwise known as vendor bids. If or when I decide to place those bids, I'll simply say vendor bid. This auction prohibits false bids, prohibits malicious disruptions by bidders, attempting to prevent us from bidding, and provides fines for misconduct. And last but not least, when this gavel hits my hand and this property is deemed sold, I'll absolutely take no late bids and offers beyond that point. If you're successful here today, all that I require from you is a little 10% deposit of the full purchase price, and the settlement time, you pick the time frame that suits you best. But the sellers have been quite flexible here today, anywhere within the vicinity of 33 to 90 days, unless prior arrangements have been made with you beforehand. Behind us, ladies and gentlemen, you've all been through the property before, whether you want to use it as a 4-bedroom or 3-bedroom with multiple living zones, 2 bathrooms, one with ensuite as well. You've got multiple car spaces as well at the front of the house, 2 in the carport, 1 in the driveway, behind secured gates. A beautiful California bungalow, renovated, ready for you to enjoy and your family to move in. A big floor plan, as I mentioned before, low maintenance yard as well. You're set back from Albion Road as well, so there's plenty of privacy behind these secured gates. As I said before, that this house was built in a time where quality was paramount, ladies and gentlemen. High ceilings throughout the home, a lot of original features as well, ceiling roses, cornices, LED light windows, whatever you have, ladies and gentlemen, it's all throughout this home. And what a location, ladies and gentlemen, second to none. Live in this location, you'll never need to drive a car again. You're close to 2 train stations, Laburnum, Box Hill, bus stop just outside the home as well. You're close to Victoria Rose Reserve, RHL Sparks Reserve as well, just down the road. Schooling, it's perfect, ladies and gentlemen. You're zoned for Box Hill High, Laburnum Primary, Catholic schools, you've got Our Lady of Science, St. Francis Xavier just down the road. Private schools, ladies and gentlemen, you're also close to Kingswood College, PLC, universities. You've got Deakin University also within close proximity, and you're in the hub of Box Hill Central, which has been earmarked as a second CBD. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, plenty of development and money being poured into Box Hill because it's so convenient and so many people want to live here. So enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you're not here to hear me talk. We're here to help you buy. Where can I see a fair and reasonable start here today? 470 Albion Road in Central Box Hill here today. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? You can kick me off any bid or offer you want. Opening bid, opening offer. 1 million across the road. Thank you, sir. Next to the bus stop at $1 million. Got to be careful when you put your hand up. Maybe the bus will stop for you. At $1 million now across the road, standing next to Tabinda. At $1 million now. Usually the opening bidder is the eventual purchaser. We'll see if that's the case today. At $1 million now across the road. All the best here today, sir. At $1 million across the road. Jonathan, what do you say? You've been to the property multiple times. Here's your chance to bid and buy at $1 million. Still great value buying. In the heart of Box Hill here today. At $1 million across the road. $1 million across the road, ladies and gentlemen. Where can I see? $1,050,000. Welcome to the bidding here, Jonathan. At $1,050,000. 1.1. Thank you. Back in front. $50,000 on top of that. At 1.1 across the road. At 1.1. I've never seen so many people on Albion Road, ladies and gentlemen. At $1.1 million. Some of you buyers, I'm sure some of the neighbours as well. At 1.1 across the road. Interested to see. Look at how many buyers there are on the marketplace.
25?
Sorry, 25. 25, thank you, Demi, at 1125. At $1,125,000 here on my left-hand side at 1.125. At $1,125,000. Binda, can I see you back in front here at 1.125 to my opening bidder here. At $1,125,000, or otherwise known as 1 1/4 here on my left at $1,125,000 now. What do you say, folks? Don't miss out now, man. You missed out on a few properties. And then 25 here, new interest here across the road.
25 here.
75, 50, 75. Can I see a 1.2 to get you back in front? At 1.175 now. At 1,175 back against you, sir. What do you say? Can I see a 1.2 to get you back in front? Could be that knockout offer that we're looking for. At $1,175,000 at the moment. At 1,175. At $1,175,000. Jim across the road, what do you say here? At 1,175. At 1,103,400 here, standing next to Demi. At 1,175. Three of you in it here at the moment, engaged for this property. Hotly contested real estate, ladies and gentlemen. Only means one thing, ladies and gentlemen. This is prime real estate in a prime location. And in the years to come, you're going to see capital appreciation. Think about how much it cost when the last time it sold in 2010. And now we're in 2023, ladies and gentlemen. If you wait another 13 years, that's the type of capital appreciation that you expect to get in this prime location. So close to Box Hill Central walking distance. They might build a new apartment here, but they can't. 1.2 bang. At 1.2, we're on the market and selling across the road. 25 now, 1.225. At $1,225,000 here. On my left, staying next to Debbie. 1.225. On the market and selling, ladies and gentlemen. For those that didn't hear me, at 1.225. Sorry? 25, 1.25. At 1.25 now, staying next to Jim at 1.25. At $1,250,000, staying next to Jim here at 1.25. I'll take 10, of course, at 1.26. At 1,260,000, Jim, what are you saying now? At 1.26. At 1,260,000 now. 70, 80, straight back at you now, making my job easy at 1.28. At 1,280,000. 90, thank you, Jim, now see 1.3. At 1.3 bang. At $1,300,000, good bidding here. At 1.3 on my left. At 1.3, Jim, what do you say now? At $1.3 million here on my left-hand side. Can I see a 10? Get you back in front and involved in that pole position. Very important in an auction situation, ladies and gentlemen. Second or third place doesn't mean much. At 1.3. 1.3. What? 1.3. 1.305. Got a bit excited. I thought it was 50. 5 here at 1.31. At 1.31. Look how free from the bus stops here, ladies and gentlemen. Jump onto the bus, go to Buxton if you want, or wherever you want, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,310,000. 10 here. Jim, can I see 15? At 1,310,000. 1.31. Close to Blackburn Shops, Box Hill as well. 1.31. At 1,310,000 here. 15 to get you back in front, Jim. At 1.31 at the moment. At $1,310,000. At 1.31. At 1.31 now. Jim, need to know. You ready to miss out now, buyers? Gonna call it 3 times. So I'm sure and you're sure here today at $1,310,000. First call now, 1.31. Second opportunity here at $1,310,000. For the third and final call here at $1,310,000. Prevent a miss out, buyers at $1,310,000. At $1,310,000. Jim, need to know now. Looks like it's just the 2 of you left here at $1,310,000. It's either you or them. Don't miss out now for $5,000. At $1,310,000. Even you out now, Jim, need to know. Gentlemen's holding the bid here at 1.31. Sorry? 1.31. I count 3 times and it's going to be selling, sir. At 1,310,000. Risking my life here, crossing the road at 1,310,000. First call now, 1.31. Second opportunity here at 1.31. Third and final call now at 1,310,000. Sorry. 20, thank you. Back in front here at 1.32. At $1,320,000. Danny, what do you say? At 1.32 now. At 1,320,000. 525. 1.325. At 1,325,000. At 1.325. At $1,325,000. Can I see a 30, sir, or more? At $1,325,000 now. First score now, 1.325. Second opportunity here now at $1,325,000. For the third and final call now at $1,326,000 now. Those bids are slowing down, sir. That should give you confidence. Your competition is stretching the limits here now at 1.326 at $1,326,000. Another 127. They're copying your strategy. Let's switch it up now, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,327,000. At $1,327,000 here. 1.327. 445 square meters of land. Prime land in Buxton, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,327,000. 1.327. Any last minute bidders? Now's the time to jump in and put in a bid at $1,327,000. First call now, 1,327. Second opportunity here at $1,327,000. For the third and final call now at $1,327,000. Jim, tell them they're about to miss out now at $1,327,000. All done, all finished, all signed here now at $1,327,000. Going to do our due diligence for our vendors here now at $1,327,000. At 1,327. At $1,327,000. I'm going to call it final three more times. At 1,327. At $1,327,000. 30 here, thank you. That was worth it, crossing the road. At $1,330,000, back against you, Danny. At 31. 31 back against you, sir. At 1,331. 32. What do you say, Danny? At 1,332. 35 here. Can I see 40, sir? At 1,135. At $1,335,000 here on my left. At 1,335. At 1,335. Other parties bidding here today should give you confidence. This is the market value, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,335. You're not overpaying today. At 1,335. At $1,335,000. So many people here today bidding for this property. In the next 10, 20 years' time, if you ever do decide to sell, think about how many people will be able to bring to your property as population growth skyrockets in the city of Melbourne, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,335,000. Let's try 40. At $1,335,000. Don't miss out now. You don't want to go to any more open for inspections. You missed out on an auction in November, sir. We're sitting in February. How many more months do you want to go on the market looking for properties? Thank you. At $1,335,000. They said they're out. That's not the first time I've heard that. You can change your mind at auctions, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,335,000 now. Going to call it 3 times here. You're in the box seat, sir. Any last minute bidders? Now's your chance to jump in. At $1,335,000. First call now, 1,335. Second opportunity here at $1,335,000. For the third and final call here at $1,335,000. No late bids, no late offers here now. We're selling away now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put in another one. Anything. Take any bid or offer now, sir. See you back here. A lot of conversations going on. Let's go. Let's put another 5 or 10. Let's go. There's 5 of you here. You're all chipping $1,000. We got $5,000 bid. Not much in the current market, ladies and gentlemen. Can't even get you an overseas holiday. At $1,335,000 at the moment. 36, Danny, what do you say? Looks like they're on the last legs as well. at $1,336,000. If you go 40, sir, another 137 at 1337. At 1337. Think about how you missed out on the property last time. At 1337. At $1,337,000. At 1337 now. Standing next to Debbie. At $1,337,000. 1337 now, ladies and gentlemen. At 1337. Holding the bid. At 1337. At 1137. What do you say, folks? At 1337. I know you came here today with a price in mind, but you need to forget about that. For a prime location, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,337,000. 1337. On my left here, where are you going to find such a home in central Box Hill on a big floor plan ready for you to move in and enjoy for a growing family, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,337,000. At 1337. The biggest regret for most buyers, ladies and gentlemen, or for most vendors, is that they didn't buy more property when they had a chance. Here's your chance to buy prime real estate in Box Hill so you can grow your property portfolio in the years to come and let your money work for you. At $1,337,000, you told me that before, at $1,335,000. I'm not sure if I can believe you anymore. At $1,337,000 now. At 1337. Let's go at $1,337,000. At $1,337,000, go to court 3 times. Thank you for your patience here. Just doing our due diligence for our vendors. If we're selling your property, we'll be doing the same thing too. We're at $1,337,000 now. First call now, $1,337,000. Second opportunity now at $1,337,000. For the third and final call now at $1,337,000. 40, thank you, sir, at 1340 now. At 1340, 41 back in front at 1341. At $1,341,000 now on my left. At 1341. At $1,341,000 at the moment. At 1341. At 1341. What do you say? At 1341. Need to know. At 1341. Let's go. At 1341. Here we go now, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,341,000. Prevent and miss out buyers at $1,341,000. 70 Albion Road is going at $1,341,000. First call now, 1341. Second opportunity here at $1,341,000. For the third and final call now at $1,341,000. Here we go now, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team at Buxton, Box Hill. Chen and I have been the selling agents for this property, and we look forward to talking to you after the auction. We're at $1,341,000. This property is for selling, okay? No late bids, no regrets. Don't come up to me after the auction saying you want to buy this property. We're at $1,341,000. This property. 42. 42 now back in front. 1342 in the nick of time at $1,342,000. 43 back in front at 1343. At $1,343,000 now. Let's go 45, sir. Let's get the bids out quicker. I was just about to sell the property. I hate for you to miss out now. At $1,343,000. At 1343. My suggestion would be to bid against your previous bid, sir, to show them you've got deep pockets. The last bidder did that at our last auction and it secured the property. They didn't want to come back anymore. At 1343. Let's go 44, sir. I'll go straight to 45 or 50. At $1,343,000 here on the left. At 1343. While they're thinking about it, sir, let's put in another bid and just knock them out. What do you say? At 1343. At $1,343,000. Chen, need to know now. At 1343. Valentine's Day just around the corner. Buy your wife a beautiful home as a gift. Single. Well, once you buy the house, you won't be single anymore. I can assure you of that. At 1343. At $1,343,000. At 1343. At 1343 here. At 1343. Need to know. 45. 45 back in front. Demi, what do you say? 1345. 46. 46 straight back here. Let's go 50. Let's go 50. 50. Let's go 50. That's only $1,000. Let's go 1350. At $1,346,000 now. 1346. Let's go 50. At 1346 now, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,346,000 for 445 square meters of prime box hill land, ladies and gentlemen. They don't create this anymore. In this close, convenient location, zoned for Box Hill High. At 1346. At $1,346,000. All done, Jim? Need to know, in or out? In or out? Need to know. Are you sure? You've said that multiple times. You run the risk of paying more at future auctions, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,346,000 when you can just buy this home and move in 30 to 90 days for $1,346,000. I'll give you 10 seconds to change your mind. I'm going to call it a final 3 more times here, ladies and gentlemen, at $1,346,000. First call now, 1346. Second opportunity here now at $1,346,000. The third and final call here at $1,346,000. Get ready to celebrate. Get ready to miss out now on the bidders on behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate. We look forward to talking to you after the auction about $1,346,000. This property is selling. This property is selling. This property is
No, we are in.
in.
We are in.
Just put one. Put one if you're in. 1, 47, 47, 47, 7, 47 in the nick of time, 1347. At 1347 back in front now, at 1347. 48 now straight back at you, sir, 1348. At $1,348,000 here, at 1348. At $1,348, I think 50 will do it here. At 1348. At $1,348,000. At 1348. At 1348. At $1,348,000. 1348, so what do you say? Holding the bid here now, thank you for your patience. If we were selling your property, we'd be doing the same thing too. But $1,348,000. Let's go 50, sir. We're going to get there. Let's go 50. 1348, lucky number 8, now holding the bid. 50 is even luckier. 1348. 1348 now, ladies and gentlemen, need to know. $1,348,000. 1348. 134. Starting now, ladies and gentlemen. 134. In and out now. Need to know. 50, 49. Here's back in front. $500 in if you want. 1348. 1348 now. Looks like you're in a box seat, sir. Hopefully, you're going to buy this property now. $1,348,000. Going to call 3 times now. First, second, third, and final call now. $1,348,000. On behalf of the team at Buxton Real Estate, this property is selling. This property is selling. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. This property is. Put your hands together. This property is sold. Congratulations. Commiserations to the underbidders. Congratulations to our vendors. Thank you for attending another Buxton auction. Have a great weekend.